Hello, my dear students. Welcome to online session by the Department of English, Tungal Science PU College, Bagalkot. I am Gayatri Kulkarni and I am here today to give you an introductory class about First PUC English textbook and workbook. During the time of pandemic, we have no choice but to go ahead with the online classes. So my humble request to you all is to watch the video completely and to make note on important points that we are going to cover in our classes. As it is an introduction to your English syllabus, just I am going to cover those introductory parts. Here you can see the cover page of your textbook, that is Reflections, which is about to cover 50 marks in your annual examination. You all know from your textbook, some texts have been reduced. That means you have got only texts to read for the year, for this academic year. From that 8 unit, you are going to cover 50 marks in annual examination. The marks has been divided like this: 12 questions for 1 mark and 8 questions you are going to attend for 4 mark and 6 mark, that only one question you have to write from the textbook. Remember, here only 50 marks you are going to cover from the textbook. In the textbook already you have seen the syllabus. Only 8 lessons have been left. In that, one drama is there and 4 poems are there. In the left 3 that you are going to have lessons. That means in the 8 units you are going to have 4 poems and a drama, and 3 lessons will be there. From those part of textbook you will be asked 12 questions for 1 mark and 8 questions for 4 mark and 1 question for 6 mark. There will be choice in 4 mark and 6 mark. In 4 mark, you will be asked 10 questions. Any 8 you have to write there. You will be asked 10 questions. Any 8 you have to attend for 4 mark each. And for 6 mark, there will be 3 questions. In that, you have to write any one for 6 mark. This is from your textbook. And here you have the cover page of your workbook, that is articulations. Articulations. That means which makes you to able to learn or to be confident of grammar part. Here in this part, you are going to cover another 50 marks in your annual examination. Already you people have dealt with grammar part 2 in your high school days. You can see what you are going to cover from the part of grammar. That one is unseen passage. Unseen passage, it is quite commonly you have learned in your high school days. That is, there you are going to read the passage and attend the 10 questions which has been asked on the same part. Alle passage ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವಲ್ಲೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ. And next comes is articles and prepositions, which you are going to attend for 4 marks. And next comes is verbs, that is for 4 marks. Here you can see some questions. Unseen passage means the passage will be there in the question paper and you are going to attend the questions on the same passage. Articles and prepositions. This is based on your textbook. That means the same lines from your textbook will be chosen and the question is in the form of fill in the blank type. fill in the blank type of question ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ blank ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. In the bracket you will be given hints. In the bracket you will be given hints. From that hint you have to choose the right answer. You have to choose the right answer, that is articles and prepositions. For 4 marks you are going to attend this type of question. Then verbs, which is again for 4 marks. Verbs which is again for 4 marks. Again this question will be chosen from your textbook. Remember, what I am going to mention is from the textbook means that is mandatory. In your annual examination, these questions will compulsorily asked from your textbook. But in your textbook comprehension, these questions will not be covered. So you have to keep in your mind, while reading the textbook, you should remember how those articles and prepositions have been used in your textbook, and verbs has been used in your textbook and in the sentences. You have to keep those lines in your mind very correctly. Verbs which you are going to cover for 4 marks. And then subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement, all of you have learnt in your high school days. The same thing you are going to cover in the PUC too. That subject verb agreement, you are going to attend this for 3 marks. Again, this will be chosen from textbook. Remember, again, subject verb agreement, this will be chosen from your textbook. Then comes correction of sentences. This is unseen, just like passage. You can have the passage from anywhere. Anything they can ask as a passage. They can choose any topic for passage. In the same manner, correction of sentences. Correction of sentences, this will be asked for 2 marks. That means purposely they commit mistake in a sentence. That mistake you have to realize, that mistake you have to think, that mistake you have to find in the sentence and then make the sentence correct. Sometimes they purposely commit mistake, sometimes they purposely give you the right sentence itself. That means they will make you to think and make the sentence correct. That is correction of sentences. 2 questions will be there. You have to correct and rewrite the sentences in your answer paper. That is for 2 marks. Then it is rewrite as directed. Under this you are going to attend 6 questions of 1 mark. 6 questions will be given, and for those 6 questions, instructions will be given in the bracket. According to the given instruction, you have to make your answer. According to the given instruction, you have to write your correct answer in the answer paper. And then comes interpretation of advertisement or schedule. Anything they can ask, which is for 4 marks. In your question paper, interpretation of advertisement or schedule. Advertisement, you know how advertisement used to publish in your newspaper or any other pamphlets. You have seen advertisements. In the same manner, they will give you an advertisement in your question paper. According to that advertisement, they will ask you 4 questions below that, just in the manner of unseen passage. This part, interpretation of advertisement and schedule, again it is unseen, unknown. They can give you an advertisement, or they can give you a schedule. Anything they can. Schedule means TV program schedule, or maybe any function schedule, or maybe railway schedule, or airplane schedule. Anything they can give you. According to that given advertisement, according to that given schedule in your question paper, you have to attend the answer. You have to attend the answer for 4 marks very carefully. This is called interpretation of advertisement and schedule. Then comes, already you have many times experienced this. You may have written letter or you may have learned very carefully in your high school days. Letter writing, that is for 5 marks. Here again you are going to attend this question for 5 marks. Obviously this cannot be chosen from textbook, but it is unseen here. Letter writing, for you people, they will ask you a letter to write. Especially for first PUC, most of the time a request letter has been asked. Kind of anything, requesting. Most of the times they have covered a request letter to your principal for getting your TC, or to your friend to send you some textbook from there, any kind of request, especially and if in your society something is going wrong, you are going to complain that and request that make that correct to the leader there. This kind of letters you are going to cover for your first PUC syllabus. And then comes language functions. You can see I have mentioned 3 type of marks here. One is 5 mark, one is 4 mark, and another is 3 mark. On language functions, you are going to ask 3 different type of question. One is match the following type of question. Listen to me carefully. One is match the following type of question. Match the following type of question, already you have learned that in your high school days. Many a times you have attended the same question. Here, match the following type of question. Language functions will be given in 2 parts, in 2 columns, that you have to match very correctly, accordingly. In the 2 columns, they will give you language functions and expressions. Language functions and expressions will be given there. According to that expression, according to that function, you have to match them. That is for 5 marks. One is match the following type of question, which is from language function, that is for 5 marks. Remember. And then you will be asked to fill the dialogue. Fill in the blank type of question. Complete the dialogue. Here, they will give you a dialogue which is incomplete. Incomplete means blanks will be there in between the dialogues. Blanks will be there in between the dialogues. That means for 4 marks you are going to attend. For 4 marks, each dialogue will carry you 1 mark. That means 4 blanks will be there. According to the previous dialogue, you have to write the answer. According to the previous dialogue and according to the next dialogue, you have to fill the blank which is more suitable to the dialogue completion. Remember this carefully. You have experienced many a times in your schools, you have had fun with the dialogue writing too, because it is a funny thing. You can make dialogues, you can construct the sentences which can make you laugh. Here you are going to attend that type of sentences for 4 marks. Remember, you have to fill the dialogue very carefully. And last comes is 3 marks. Again, that is from language functions. 3 marks. 3 marks here you are going to attend a question which is given a scene. Scene. A scene will be given. A situation will be given to you. A situation will be given to you. According to the given situation, according to the given scene, you have to construct minimum 6 dialogues. According to the given situation or according to given scene, you have to construct 6 dialogues of your own. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಹಿಂಟ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ scene or the situation will be given. According to that, which is a suitable one, you have to construct the dialogues very carefully. So remember here, this is for 50 marks, which you are going to cover from the grammar part. That means first one, reflections, where you are going to read, which will make you to learn literature, articulation, which will make you to able to be very confident with grammar, very confident, which will make you to speak very confidently, articulations. These two are going to cover you 100 marks. Remember here, I will repeat the same thing. In the grammar part, articles and prepositions, verbs, subject-verb agreement, correction of sentences, rewrite as directed. These 5 parts, remember, articles and prepositions, verbs, subject-verb agreement, correction of sentences, rewrite as directed. These 5 questions compulsorily will be asked from your textbook. The sentence will be given as it is. Sometimes correction of sentences, it may be unseen. Sometimes I am telling you, sometimes. Many a times it has been covered from the textbook itself, but sometimes they can ask you from anywhere else outside the textbook, which is not has been mentioned in your textbook. So remember, these you are going to cover in your grammar part. I hope by learning, by knowing the introduction to English syllabus, I hope you all are happy, because grammar is there. Grammar, in the grammar part, you are going to cover a lot, which is already known to you, especially passage. It is easy. And then language functions, and then letter writing, interpretation of advertisement and schedule. These all can give you marks, and other than this, those can add you or score marks. Remember, this grammar part can get you 50 marks completely if you are very confident, if you write your answer so correctly. Correct ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದದ್ದೇ ಆದರೆ 50 marks ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, it is with you. And from the textbook, no doubt you can write your answer so nicely, no doubt, but sometimes while making sentences you may commit mistake. In that case you may lose marks, but not here in the grammar part. So remember, if you are very perfect in the grammar part, that can help you to achieve more marks. So remember this one. And the very beginning of your syllabus, that is from your textbook. Today simply we'll go with introduction. The first text, first unit from reflections. First unit from reflections, that is the gentlemen of the jungle. That is the gentlemen of the jungle. By listening to the words, by listening to the title, by hearing the title, you all may know, or you all may start thinking, or you all may start imagining, it may be of a story, a fable which depicts of gentlemen of the jungle. Gentlemen of the jungle. Remember here what they are asking us to know. Gentlemen of the jungle. We people, mm, whom do we call ourselves gentlemen? Because we all are social beings. In society we do live. So we do call ourselves as gentlemen who behave so politely. But here the title is Gentlemen of the Jungle. Gentlemen of the Jungle, written by Yomo Kanata. Gentlemen of the Jungle. That means you may consider this word not for human beings but to the animals, the beings which do live in the jungle. Gentlemen, they do call themselves as gentlemen because as we all we all live in the society, we all know the rules and the system of the society very well. In the same manner, remember here, in the same manner, those animals who are living in the jungle, they know the rules and the system of the jungle very well, but not us. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾರೋ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಒಳಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ನೋ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ಆ ಜಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಜಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ರೀತಿ ನೀತಿ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದು ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ದೇ ನೋ ದ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್. Here the title is very curious, The Gentlemen of the Jungle. How they do call themselves gentlemen, not animals but gentlemen of the jungle. That is the curious thing here in the fable. Fable means that is a story. Here you are going to read gentlemen of the jungle. Why they do call themselves gentlemen? ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಜೆಂಟಲ್ಮೆನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೋತಾರೆ? And by the end of the story, you will learn whether they can be called gentlemen of the jungle or not. ನಮಗೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಮುಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ? ವೆದರ್ those animals can be called gentlemen or not. So by the next class, we will start with the syllabus, that is the first unit of your textbook, that is Gentlemen of the Jungle by Yomo Kanata. Gentlemen of the Jungle by Yomo Kanata. Remember here to get your textbooks while we are going with the lesson. I hope today's introductory class has gone very well, and I expect you to keep in your mind all those points, because grammar, I know you all are very confident in attending grammatical questions, but remember here, we as well as every lecturer, and especially we expect your answer according to the textbook, because some questions in the grammar part you are going to cover from textbook. If you go through the old question papers or the given model question papers in your textbook, that they can elaborate you clearly. Those questions has been covered from textbook itself. So while reading your textbook, keep in your mind, you should be very careful of observing all these things, that is articles and prepositions, how that is being used, verbs, subject verb agreement, or rewrite as directed. These all things will be covered from your textbook. So it is your introductory class. So I don't want to push along. So by next class we'll continue with your first lesson, that is Gentlemen of the Jungle. Thank you. I hope all of you are satisfied with this introduction. Thank you.